I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up.
I think I do have more skills than Mike Tyson, as far as like, I mean, when I say I have more skills than Mike Tyson, guys smarter than, like, at a lower weight class always have more skill. It's no heavyweight ever in life.
You're the boxer, and he's the puncher.
It depends on how I'm feeling that night.
Depends on how you're feeling going into the fight. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling like Mike Tyson today.
Gervonta Davis erupted with emotion after news broke that boxing legend Mike Tyson had joined Lamont Roach's camp ahead of their highly anticipated rematch. The announcement clearly struck a nerve with Davis, who didn't hold back his frustration over being constantly compared to Tyson. "I've got that knockout power, but I've got more skills than Mike Tyson. Facts are facts," Davis declared, his emotions boiling over. He questioned why the boxing world continues to overlook his abilities, making it clear that he feels underestimated. Rejecting the comparisons outright, Davis stated, "I'm not a little Mike Tyson," emphasizing that he's forging his own legacy, not living in the shadow of Tyson's. As the rematch approaches, Davis is determined to show that he's not just following in Tyson's footsteps, he's blazing his own trail. His frustration is real, and he's eager to prove that his style, talent, and ring IQ set him apart from the heavyweight icon. Adding to his discontent, Davis openly criticized Mike Tyson's decision to fight Jake Paul, calling it a blemish on an otherwise legendary career. "Who told Mike Tyson to fight anyway?" Davis asked, clearly dismayed by the announcement. He expressed disbelief that a boxing great like Tyson would step into the ring with a celebrity lacking a true professional background. In Davis's eyes, Tyson's choice tarnishes a legacy built over decades and undermines the respect he commands in the sport. His strong words reflect a deep commitment to preserving the integrity of boxing and honoring the fighters who truly elevate it. For Gervonta, Tyson's move feels less like a comeback and more like a spectacle, and one that the sport could do without.
Following the Tyson fight, tell us, exactly why, expound on that.
Because why wouldn't you even want to fight him? And who told Mike Tyson to fight anyway?
Do you think that it might have tarnished Mike's legacy in a way?
Yeah, they did. They definitely did.
When Mike Tyson was asked whether Gervonta Tank Davis reminded him of himself, given the frequent comparisons made by fans and analysts, Tyson responded with a lighthearted laugh and a dismissive remark. "I don't know, maybe just getting in trouble with the law." With that, he downplayed any real connection between their fighting styles or approaches to the sport. For Tyson, the only notable similarity lies in their offering struggles, not in how they perform inside the ropes. He was quick to clarify that while both he and Davis have faced personal challenges, their boxing styles are vastly different. Tyson acknowledged Davis's talent, but firmly rejected the notion that their techniques mirror one another. Tyson emphasized that while he was known for his raw explosiveness and aggressive power, Davis brings his own unique skill set to the ring, one that stands apart from Tyson's legendary style. His comments highlight a deeper perspective on legacy. While life outside the ring may offer some parallels, what happens inside it is a different story. Ultimately, Tyson made it clear that Gervonta Davis is his own man, carving out a path and future that belongs to him alone. He respected Davis's abilities but cautioned against forcing comparisons, reminding the boxing world that no two fighters are truly alike, regardless of their backgrounds or personal journeys.
Davis, a lot of people say he reminds you of them. Does he remind you of yourself?
I don't know. I don't know, maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
Fans and analysts have begun drawing comparisons between the first fight between Lamont Roach and Gervonta Tank Davis and the legendary matchup between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. The parallels are striking, particularly in how both bouts featured a dominant, heavily favored fighter squaring off against an opponent seen as undersized or underestimated. Just as Tyson was viewed as an unstoppable force during his prime, Tank Davis entered his first clash with Roach as the presumed stronger, more powerful fighter. Yet, much like Tyson's shocking defeat at the hands of Buster Douglas, Tank encountered far more resistance than expected. Roach brought an unexpected level of grit and tactical sharpness that disrupted Tank's rhythm, leaving many questioning the perceived gap in their skill levels. In the Tyson versus Holyfield showdown, Holyfield was widely considered the underdog, but he managed to frustrate Tyson by absorbing his power shots and executing a smart game plan. Eventually, the momentum shifted in Holyfield's favor, leading him to a historic victory. Similarly, Roach stood his ground against Tank, showing toughness and poise that surprised most observers. Though Roach didn't walk away with the win, he made Tank look vulnerable, something fans had rarely seen. Tank landed clean shots, but none seemed to truly faze Roach, much like Tyson's punches failed to seriously hurt Holyfield.
Face off against one another. One guy was a massive favorite, had taken a loss, and was seen to be too small, right? And I'm talking about Evander Holyfield versus Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield was a major fight. A major fight. But Iron Mike Tyson was viewed as a destroyer, okay? He was the baddest man on the planet. He was indestructible. The fact that he lost to James Buster Douglas was an anomaly because Mike Tyson wasn't focused and he overlooked.
Both fights showcased the incredible mental and physical resilience of the underdogs. Just as Holyfield's triumph over Tyson redefined expectations, Roach's gritty performance against Tank has ignited discussions about how fighters respond when pushed to their limits. The striking similarities between these two matchups have only added to the anticipation surrounding the upcoming rematch. Fans are left wondering, will history repeat itself?
Now, Lamont Roach didn't get the victory, but he frustrated Tank Davis, and we never seen Tank Davis look like that in the fight. He hit him with a shoulder bar. He tried to bite him at one point in time in the 6th round. He took a ill-advised knee and didn't get counted in the 9th round, right? A lot of things took place. He never truly hurt Lamont Roach, hit him with good, clean punches, but never got hurt. Lamont Roach ate the punches, similar to Holyfield.
He was referring to a unique perspective on how to neutralize Gervonta Tank Davis's strengths inside the ring. According to Showbiz, Lamont Roach possesses an in-depth understanding of Tank's fighting style, an insight that could be the key to overcoming one of boxing's most powerful and elusive fighters. Showbiz highlighted that one of Tank's biggest advantages is his ability to control distance. Davis excels at staying just out of his opponent's reach, using precise footwork and timing to deliver explosive punches while keeping himself well protected. The comparison to Mike Tyson is especially compelling. Tyson, like Tank, was feared for his knockout power, but his effectiveness peaked at mid-range. When opponents crowded Tyson and smothered his space, his power punches became far less effective. This, Showbiz suggests, is a potential vulnerability that Tank shares with Tyson. If an opponent can close the distance, disrupt Tank's range, and prevent him from using his reach effectively, it could significantly blunt his offense. What makes Roach particularly dangerous, according to Showbiz, is his awareness of this critical detail. Roach seems to have studied and understood Tank's reliance on distance and may have developed a game plan to exploit it. By applying pressure, closing the gap, and staying inside Tank's preferred range, Roach could force Davis into uncomfortable territory, just as Tyson struggled when opponents got in close. This tactical awareness, Showbiz argues, and potentially topples one of boxing's most dynamic stars.